catch the show this Sunday at 5:30 p.m. only on NTV.
Beat sensitivity pain fast with Sensodyne Rapid Action for clinically proven relief in 60 seconds.
Camera, lenses na job yote nilikuwa nimefanya na laptop ikaibiwa kwa ofisi. Mtu alikuwa amefungua. Wow. Hiyo ikanirudisha nyuma, nikafunga studio, nikaingilia matatu. Wow. Kiasi nikajiintroduce kwa fashion. Hii hapa, this is a plain, it's a plain fabric. This is now like, this is our cheapest.
This is the cheapest
suit. Na hii ina range from 10,000.
From 10,000, yes.
That is our cheapest.
Okay.
Sasa hata nataka nikupatie challenge, wewe ndio utaunganisha hii half coat. Slowly.
Okay.
Don't be scared. Just nimeshona kama sasa umeharibu. Itabidi turudi for the new.
Sawa.
But haina shida, nitakurekebishia.
Tuzidi na hustle.
Ni ukweli imeshuka bei. Smartphone ya nguvu 4G screen kubwa ya kuwatch game ni 3,999 pekee. Ni ukweli.
Pata smartphone ya nguvu kwa bei nafuu kutoka kwa duka la Safaricom au dila leo. Safaricom for you.
The Nation.Africa Digital Summit is bringing together the continent's most indigenous marketers and business and thought leaders to share relevant knowledge and frameworks for implementing digital-ready roadmaps. This year's summit will be held on the 25th and 26th of February at the Sarova White Sands, Mombasa. Do not be left behind. Join us in this digital transformation journey. Book your slot now. Call 020-3288-523 or 0719-038-523 today.
Komesha Corona. Wash your hands using soap and running water or use an alcohol-based sanitizer. Maintain social distancing of 1.5 meters and always wear a mask.
Avoid wearing your mask under your nose, under your chin, because this doesn't protect you. The droplets can still land in the environment and things can still land on your nose and mouth.
Komesha Corona. Okoa maisha.
To achieve great things in life, you must do little things every day, like the 1, 2, 3 with Colgate.
1, wake up. 2, brush up. 3, smile through your day with a fresh breath and strong tea. Smile through your day with a fresh breath and strong tea.
Do the 1, 2, 3 with Colgate and give yourself a future to smell about.
Mix of the Week in association with Airtel.
I don't check my energy.
For the journey.
Bossy.
Fast just got faster. Get fully locked on Airtel 4G. Now wider coverage to download, stream and browse at high speed. Airtel, the smartphone network.
New Tuzo Yogurt Cup. Size yako, bei yako.
How to safely live with snakes. Keep your compound clean and tidy. Don't put your hands or feet in hollow logs or rock crevices. Keep poultry and other farm animals at a safe distance from the house. Use a torch when walking at night. Be alert at all times in the bush, especially early morning when snakes are more likely to be sunning. Use raised beds and mosquito nets while sleeping. Message brought to you by Kenya Snakebite Research and Intervention Center in collaboration with Neglected Tropical Disease Program, Ministry of Health.
In Kenya, 1 in 2 children suffer from cavities. Brushing with Pepsodent removes bacteria and repairs tiny holes before they become cavities. Because every smile matters.
This is NTV.
A very good afternoon to you. Thank you so much for joining us. You're watching NTV at 1. My name is Zainab Ismail and we hope that your Sunday has began on a positive note, just like the Kenya Morans, who have made history as a team qualified for the FIBA AfroBasket for the first time in 28 years. Tyler Ngwai stepped up and shouldered the aspirations of the Morans as he beat heavyweights Angola 74-73 points. A very huge congratulations to the Kenya Morans indeed. We're cheering on for them. Meanwhile, two more sad news. Police in Olenguroni in Kuresoi South, together with officers from the DCI, have arrested two men for allegedly robbing and kidnapping a businessman who was traveling from Bomet to Nakuru. The two are said to be a police officer and an ex-police officer, as Ruth Sarmoi tells us.
The kidnapped businessman was traveling in this vehicle when he was blocked by another vehicle. The alleged robbers identified themselves as police officers, cuffed his hands and ordered him to move to the backseat of his vehicle. After passing two police posts without making a stop, the businessman knew that the men were not police officers, and upon reaching Olenguroni town, he shouted for help. This is when Olenguroni residents surrounded the vehicle. Numerous attempts by robbers to convince the locals of their identity as policemen were futile as the crowds grew more agitated. The two jumped into this matatu that had been parked by the roadside waiting for passengers and drove off before they abandoned it and ran for safety. A day later, one of the thieves resurfaced and was quickly apprehended by the public.
Wale wahalifu ambao walikuwa wametachwa wawili, sahii tuko nao ndani. Na pia ile gari ambayo ilikuwa imetekwa nyara, yuko hapo police station. Ile Nissan wahalifu walifika hapo wakachukua, wakajaribu kutoroka nayo, yuko hapo station. Na pia tuko na silaha ambayo walitumia wakipika risasi hapa.
Residents are calling on the police force to fish out rogue officers within their unit.
The police that we have here, they're sleeping on their job. They are very reactive. They are not everything iki happen, they are reactive, they are not proactive. They are reactive in so everything iki happen wanatokea mbio mbio after kama hiyo kitu imefanyika, lakini hawezi zuia hiyo jambo isifanyike.
The two, one who is alleged to be a police officer and another an ex-officer, have been transferred to Bomet police station waiting to be arraigned as investigations continue. Ruth Sarmoi, NTV.
Meanwhile, 7 people have died while several others are nursing injuries following an accident that occurred at Mbusiani area along the Makindu-Wote Road in Makueni County. The hospital medical superintendent Joseph Masila confirmed the deaths and that they were still attending to other patients. It is reported that the accident occurred after the matatu had a tire burst before rolling several times. According to passengers, the matatu had exceeded the capacity of passengers as regulated by the government with the COVID-19 protocols in place, as it had 17 passengers on board. The bodies of the deceased were taken to Makueni Referral Hospital morgue.
Nilipata tu pancha mguu ya nyuma, tena karoli kaenda kaanguka. Watu wakaumia tu wengi, kuna wenye walipass. But thank God, it was just an accident. Haikuwa careless. Haikuwa careless driver.
We have also managed to treat 10 other patients. 2 have been discharged home. The other 8 are still within various stages of treatment within the hospital, and 1 is going to theatre for urgent surgery.
And in Kamulu, Ekatano area, residents woke up to find the body of a Boda Boda operator lying on the roadside. The unidentified man was found with gunshot wounds in his head and body. His bike was also missing in what is suspected to be a robbery. The chairman of the area's Boda Boda Association says that this is not the first time one of their own has been found dead. They say that a number of Boda Boda operators have lost their lives when ferrying customers who turned out to be thugs and ended up killing the Boda Boda riders. They are calling on the police to beef up security for their safety.
Hiyo sio kisa cha kwanza. Kuna kingine mwezi uliopita kilitendeka hapa tu Ekatano, na ilikuwa tu ni mojawapo wale wa waendeshaji wa bodaboda walitishiwa, akanyang'anywa pikipiki na wakapiga risasi. Hatukuweza kupata yeye ni nani. Kwa hivyo ile ndio tungewa tunaomba ya kwamba kuimarisha usalama kabisa. Serikali tuangalilie na yaimarishe hali ya usalama.
Well, to some politics now, and hundreds of residents in Lamu turned up in large numbers for the BBI campaigns led by leaders from the coast region. Succession politics and regional unity took center stage as politicians rallied residents to support the proposed constitutional reform so as to ensure inclusivity in the national leadership. Kevin Mutai with the details.
The Building Bridges Initiative bandwagon pitched camp in Lamu Island as the leaders in the region called upon members of the County Assembly to unanimously pass the bill.
BBI hoy! BBI hoy!
They endorsed the constitutional amendment bill, citing that it would allow the creation of more constituencies and ensure disbursement of more resources to the grassroots level.
Sisi kama watu wa Lamu na wajumbe na viongozi wote wa kaunti jimbo hili wamekubali na wameungana.
The stage also provided the political class with an opportunity to campaign for the 2022 general elections with calls of uniting under a governor from the region, to propel him to the presidency.
Nimemuunga Raila Odinga mkono miaka mingi sana. And I am asking him politely with humility, Your Excellency Raila Amolo Odinga, it is now your time to support us the way we supported you.
Tumekusikia na tutakaa kama watu wa Lamu, na sisi pia tutaamua ile mwenendo tutafuata.
Mambo ya kuambiwa ya kuwa sisi ni kuunga mkono peke yake yamepitwa na wakati. Safari hii my friend, tunawaambia wao ndio wenye kutuunga sisi mkono, sio?
They also rallied behind forming a regional pact that will bring together the political class ahead of the 2022 general elections.
Tupingane kwa yale yetu, lakini kwa umoja wa pwani tushikaneni ndio tutatambulika.
Wale wengine tunaenda kuwaomba hata wao kama vile tumeombwa kwamba pwani pia imeiva na pwani tunataka uongozi.
Safari hii haitafaulu ikiwa viongozi wenyewe ndio watatembea. Safari hii itafaulu ikiwa viongozi wa pwani na wapwani wenyewe watatembea katika safari hii.
The BBI campaigns in the region are expected to intensify as county assemblies in the coast plan to deliberate on the bill from Tuesday next week. Kevin Mutai, NTV, Mombasa.
Well, a few days after Nairobi County Assembly passed the BBI bill, a group of youth have come out to conduct civic education among young people and educate them on exactly what the document says. The youth have urged young people to read the document for themselves and avoid being used as political pawns.
We as youth, we understand what the BBI is for us. The BBI is supposed to benefit us because we'll have a youth commission. We'll also have a tax holiday kwa sababu biashara mingi zinaanza, lakini mambo ya kulipa ushuru inaletea vijana shida. So we've admitted that the BBI is a very good document which will take the youth of Kenya to another level.
I want to laud His Excellency President Uhuru Kenyatta and the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga for giving the youth another chance in this country and making sure that our interests are catered for in the policies and in the constitution of this country.
Meanwhile, Amani National Congress Party leader Musalia Mudavadi is now accusing unnamed political brokers of scuttling his 2022 presidential bid by sponsoring other aspirants from Western Kenya to split the Luhya vote. According to Mudavadi, former UNCTAD boss Mukhisa Kitui and Kakamega Governor Wycliffe Oparanya are projects only keen on splitting the vote. NTV's senior political affairs reporter Kennedy Mureithi has the details.
The return of former UNCTAD Secretary General Mukhisa Kitui to the country and his subsequent entry into the 2022 presidential race seems to have unsettled the political arithmetic in Western Kenya. With Amani National Congress Party leader Musalia Mudavadi now moving fast to consolidate the gains he has made this far. For the last 1 week, Mudavadi camped in Western Kenya, holding a series of meetings aimed at strengthening his position as the region's top contender for the presidency. The climax of his meetings, a luncheon he held for about 500 elders from the region to endorse his presidential aspirations. Here, Mudavadi tore into Kitui and Kakamega Governor Wycliffe Oparanya, labeling them projects keen on dividing the Luhya vote.
Na watuma kwa wenzetu, kwa sababu ni vijana wetu pia wanataka. Nini wazee? Mnaweza pata nafasi, muwashawishi, muwaambie wakati huu wacha tulenge pahali pamoja.
Mudavadi loyalists have accused ODM leader Raila Odinga of sponsoring the emerging revolt against his ascension to the community's kingpin and control of the vote-rich region.
Kwa sababu wanataka katika eneo zao wawe na one presidential candidate. Lakini wanataka wahakikishe kila mara katika eneo ya Western tutakuwa na multiple candidates.
On Sunday last week, when Mukhisa Kitui arrived into the country, he immediately left nothing to chance, saying he would first go into the Western region to hold meetings and sell his presidential bid before touring other parts of the country.
I was not looking to be a paramount chief of the Luhya. I'm seeking a national mandate to be president of Kenya.
For Mudavadi, the endorsement from the community's elders gives him the boost as he seeks to lock the Western vote in his favor. Already, Ford Kenya party leader Moses Wetangula has said he will support Mudavadi for the presidency come 2022.
Na ni lazima tujiulize, ni kwa nini jamii ya Rift Valley inajitokeza inataka hiyo asali? Ni kwa nini jamii ya Mount Kenya inajitokeza kwa wingi wakitafuta hiyo nafasi?
Ukivalisha Oparanya t-shirt ya president, upeleke atembee kwa street tu Narok, kwa street hapa. Hakuna mtu atajua Oparanya kwa street Narok huko. Nani atamjua?
Kennedy Mureithi, NTV.
All right, and on that note from Kennedy Mureithe's report, we'll take a quick break, but we still have much more. Stay with us.
All the days and the nights, reading for them and to them. You don't stop, and neither do we. Help build a strong foundation for your growing child with Nestle Nunkid. Nestle Nunkid 4. Our best for you.
The Ministry of Health would like to remind all Kenyans that coronavirus is still among us and that we must continue to adhere to all preventative measures to contain the spread of this deadly disease, including proper wearing of face masks.
Avoid wearing your mask under your nose, under your chin, because this doesn't protect you. The droplets can still land in the environment and things can still land on your nose and mouth.
Komesha Corona. Okoa Maisha.
Mhasibu Sacco Society Limited is a reputable Tier 1 Sacco for all professionals. We pride ourselves in business stability and growth, having been in existence for the last 35 years with an asset base of over 6 billion shillings and over 18,000 members spread across the world. All professionals should join us to benefit from competitive products, high qualifying credit, attractive returns, and services automation. Join us and attain your financial independence. Mhasibu Sacco, the Sacco for professionals.
What is family? Family is a solid foundation to build on.
and a strong pillar to lean on. It is believing in each one of us for the betterment of all of us. Family is working together today to win together tomorrow. It is creating opportunities for a lifetime of happiness. It is knowing we are valued, respected, understood, and most of all, supported. The future is bright because you can always bank on family. Family Bank, with you for life.
Place your order and enjoy free delivery. Reach us on 0723 999981 or 0724 114411 or the details on your screen. Boma Mabati. Mabati ya kila boma.
The magic beckons. From aquatic thrills to wild adventures, experience our latest additions to the magical Kenya Signature Experiences collection, filled with the most unique and authentic Kenyan travel experiences to cure your wanderlust. No matter where you choose to travel in this paradise we get to call home, you will be spoiled for choice and make memories that you'll cherish for a lifetime. Rediscover the magic.
Thank you for staying with us. You're watching NTV at 1. 258 Form 4 students from the Makueni Boys School in Makueni County have been suspended after they went on a rampage for allegedly refusing to shave their hair. According to a police report, the students assaulted the school chief principal with stones after they refused to shave their heads. Police had to be called in to mitigate the situation and locked the boys in the school's social hall, where they spent the night before being sent home for 2 weeks. The chief principal sustained several injuries but has since been treated and discharged. And in Trans Nzoia County, 14 high school girls have been arrested over suspicion that they may be responsible for the banning of 2 dormitories on Friday. The students from Immaculate Heart Girls Secondary School were allegedly upset over not being sent home to collect fees. This is according to the Trans Nzoia County Commander, Frederick Ochieng. Oh well, Secretary General of the Kenya National Union of Teachers has threatened to go on strike if the Teacher Service Commission does not involve the union members in negotiations on their teachers' salaries. This comes as the union commenced nationwide branch elections to elect new union officials. Anita Nkonge was at the City Primary School where Nat Boss Wilson Session also raised the issue of alleged frustration by unions by government.
The Kenya National Union of Teachers are calling for negotiations to be made between them and the Teacher Service Commission, failure to which they say,
we will mop up all the unfinished issues within the CBA 2017-2021 and the next CBA, and if it is going to necessitate a strike action, I am prepared to lead it. If that is what is going to necessitate, even if teachers are going to earn 0% salary rise, if that is going to be the case, let it be born out of a process of negotiation and consultation that will look at economic parameters.
NUT claims that TSC has been discussing the issues on formulation of new salaries while excluding the union. NUT also alleges that it and various other unions across the country have noted stifling tactics the government is employing against the workers' bodies.
We want the freedom of unions and the independence of unions to remain protected in this country. We have seen systematic attack, starting with KNUT and the medical unions in the medical sector. About 40 unions that have signed collective bargaining agreements have been denied agency fee. But when you come to the teaching service, it was given to Kupet very fast on 17th of May 2018, and NAT has been denied because the belief is NAT is too strong, and NAT will be very strong. It will organize and it will fight programs of government. This is utter discrimination.
The Secretary General spoke during the Nairobi electoral process to elect new branch officials. Anita Nkonge, NTV.
Well, away from education matters, hundreds of small and medium enterprises in the country are set to benefit from over 600 million shillings as part of measures to cushion the local economy from the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic. The MasterCard Foundation, in partnership with the Chamber of Commerce, will pump around 13 million in each county, as Nurdin El-Moge explains.
Through the COVID-19 Recovery and Resilience Program, 244 beneficiaries in Wajir will get the much-needed boost to continue running their businesses.
We are giving short-term concessional loans of between 1,000 and 31,000 Kenya shillings. The repayment period is 2 months. It's also a revolving fund.
There will be no interest on the amount that they will be given. It's a matter that we need the Muslim community to at least get that opportunity and pay, and at least get back to the system and enforce their businesses.
The call for the interest-free loan comes at the right time for most of the traders, with the hope that it gives a recovery opportunity. This is part of the many measures by the government and its development partners to help businesses weather the COVID-19 pandemic. Nurdin El-Moge, NTV, Wajir County.
Now, members of the nation Sacco have today received a major boost as the society issued rebates for the year 2020. The society has disbursed dividends on deposit and share capital at 8% and 15% respectively. The deposit-taking Sacco, that is considered among the best managed in the country, recorded a 7% increase in income, while total assets grew by 14% despite the menacing pandemic. That was yesterday, actually. A nation Sacco, pioneered by the staff of the Nation Media Group, had to restructure almost 20% of the loan book to wade through a very difficult year for all business owing to the COVID-19 pandemic. The Sacco's management now sees prospects in diversifying membership to gradually enter the micro and medium enterprise sector this year. The Sacco is seeking to take advantage of the new normal and delve deeper into enhancing online services as the economy recovers. The Board of Directors increased loan loss provision by 27% as it seeks to give prominence to the nation Sacco's remedial or debts collection unit so as to tackle the challenge of bad and non-performing loans.
Despite those challenges, first, to reduce the financial strain of members while ensuring that the business is sustainable and is able to run forward, we managed to restructure about 20% of our portfolio, and we gave temporary relief on loan repayments for members because their incomes had been affected. We also became more strict in lending because we did not want to lend money and then we are unable to collect because members were in distress.
Well, the World Health Organization has yet again expressed its concerns over the unresponsive nature of the Tanzanian government on its measure to curb the spread of COVID-19 in the country. In his statement, WHO Director General has renewed his call for Tanzania to start reporting COVID-19 cases and share data. WHO has further urged the country's administration to implement the public health measures in breaking the chains of transmission and to prepare for vaccination. According to the Global Health Body, a number of Tanzanians traveling to neighboring countries and beyond have tested positive for COVID-19. This underscoring the need for Tanzania to take robust action, both to safeguard their own people and protect populations in these countries and beyond. Tanzania's President Dr. John Pombe Magufuli had dismissed the presence of coronavirus in the country, but has now backtracked and asked its citizens to pray for the country. All right, let's now take a look at some of the stories making headlines in the world of sports. And Harambee Stars forward Michael Olunga and World Half Marathon record holder Peres Jepchirchir have been recognized as the most outstanding sports personalities of 2020. The two sports personalities were feted during the Soya 2020 award ceremony that were held in Naivasha in Nakuru County. Special Olympics athlete Onesmus Munyang was named as the most outstanding man living with a disability, while Stella Chelangat was rewarded in the corresponding women's category. Boxer cum lawyer Shadrach Wamboi took the Community Hero Award for his work in empowering upcoming boxers from various slum areas in Kayole, Mathare, Kibra and Kawangware, among other areas. Athletics legend the late Ben Jipcho and golf legend Rose Naliaka were inducted into the Hall of Fame. And away from its tradition, this year's edition started with a day-long symposium that was attended by top athletes, including Tokyo Olympics qualifiers, boxers Nick Okoth and Christine Ongare, as well as Faith Ogalo. And Premier League action will continue today as leaders Manchester City take on Arsenal at the Emirates Stadium. Last night, Everton produced an outstanding Merseyside derby performance to beat defending champions Liverpool 2-0 at Anfield for the first time since 1999. Richarlison put the Toffees in front after 3 minutes before Gylfi scored from the spot with 7 minutes left. Liverpool have now lost 4 successive home matches for the first time since 1923. Meanwhile, at Craven Cottage, Fulham won 1-0 against fellow strugglers Sheffield United. Ademola Lookman scored for Fulham in the 61st minute. This afternoon, West Ham United will host Tottenham at London Stadium. Aston Villa take on Leicester City at Villa Park as Manchester United play Newcastle United at the Old Trafford.
Possible moment for Sheffield United. They are trailing in this intensely drab game in the capital by 1-0. Don now into the penalty area. Ender Stevens fires a shot forward off the legs of Areola, and the Republic of Ireland international sees the shot.
And in the Spanish La Liga, Barcelona will host Cadiz at Camp Nou this afternoon. Last night, champions Real Madrid beat Real Valladolid 1-0 as they closed to within 3 points of leaders Atletico Madrid. Casemiro scored the winner in the 65th minute. Real are now second with 52 points, 3 behind their city rivals Atletico, who lost 2-0 against Levante at Wanda Metropolitano. Meanwhile, Real Sociedad will host Alaves. SD Huesca will play Granada as Athletic Bilbao entertain Villarreal tonight.
And then in the 95th minute, Oblak up for a corner and substitute Jorge de Frutos on his 24th birthday with a memorable goal from close to the halfway line. Atleti suffering their first defeat at home since 2019 and Levante winning away at Atleti for the first time in their league history. Full time, Atleti 0, Levante 2.
And that's all we had lined up for you on the sporting action. But tonight we have something special for you. Over 30 schools submerged in the swelling waters of Lake Baringo and Bogoria. Most schools have been completely flooded, almost submerged, and others are in danger and cannot be used. The Ministry of Education said it had allocated emergency funds to relocate the schools and rebuild them on safer grounds. However, classrooms are yet to be reconstructed, despite the government having promised to do so before schools reopen. Well, tonight, Rose Wangoi lays bare the reality on the ground in an NTV special, Drowning Hopes. Here is what to expect, and as I leave you with that, remember 7 and 9 p.m. bulletin will be preparing more for you, including this report. My name is Zainab Ismail. Good afternoon.
5 schools were completely submerged.
Kuna hii gate ilienda kwa maji. Hapa iko ipo na iko crocodile. Wakati tunafuga kwa bahari tunakuanga very careful.
Watoto wetu bado
kusoma chini ya miti. Mvua ikinyesha, hata hii exam yenye wanasema watoto watafanya, labda waharakishe.
Parents and school administrators are calling on the government to step up and repair the damaged classrooms.
Minister has already indicated that they are going to send money to schools that were affected.
And I want to urge the Ministry of Treasury that please, can you release this money?
It is not just a school in Tanzania. There are very many calamities around Lake Baringo. The government is very much aware.
This is NTV.
Presenting the new Harpic bathroom cleaner. Compared to ordinary detergents, its thick formulation gives you superior cleaning and kills 99.9% of germs and viruses all around the bathroom. Blue
for the toilet
and red
for the bathroom.
New Tuzo Yogurt Cup. Size yako, bei yako.
One of the best ways to save money is by visualizing what you're saving for. If you need motivation, set saving targets along with a timeline to make it easier to save.
All professionals should join us to benefit from competitive products, high qualifying credit, attractive returns, and services automation. Join us and attain your financial independence. Mhasibu Sacco, the Sacco for professionals.
Maji mdosi wangu ametupa simu yangu ndani ya maji.
Mdosi wako kwa sawa. Venye Nkirota ameniambia ajui na akimpigia simu ashiki. Hi guy, what
For the women who deserve more, Moped is now in Kenya and more than 40 countries. With its nylon-free surface, new Moped has unique softness and up to 100% protection. Your skin will love it.
Breaking news from Molfix. Let's see what they're developing right now.
Molfix pants with anatomic fit technology. New Molfix pants, an invention from babies for babies.
You should also try Molfix.
NTV, turning on your world. The following program has been rated GE. It is therefore suitable for general family viewing.